I'm going to show you how to test different waveforms for DTF printing that are already installed in your PrintExp or Hosonsoft or DTF Station Pilot software, as well as show you how to install and test brand new waveforms. Open your Hosonsoft, PrintExp, or DTF Station Pilot, click on Advanced menu, and the password for this is 6 ones. Once it opens up, you want to go to the Waveform setting tab, and you're going to see the default waveforms here. You'll have a few options, but we're just going to click each one, click Save, and then print a nozzle check. Then we're going to come back into the same advanced menu setting, change to the next default waveform, click Save, and print a nozzle check. You're going to do this for every default waveform in your system. To look at the nozzle checks, you will need some kind of microscope, magnifying glass type of thing. This is one, I'll have it linked in the description below. It's from Amazon, great little product. Connects to an app on your phone, which you'll see right over here. So this is the first one. And I'm going to look at each one of the CMYK colors. I see some inconsistency in that one. Yellow's a little hard to see, but it looks a little bit better. Magenta, cyan, and just to check the white, I'm mostly concerned about the CMYK colors. So let's go to the next one. That one looks about the same. That one looks a little bit better. See how that looks. Ooh, that's a nice solid grid, pretty consistent. So that one might be our winner, but let's check the next ones. Let's also check the white on that. White's okay. So let's check the next one. Black, it's a little less consistent. Check the next one. Looks okay. I still think that third one we did looked better. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that's that third one we checked. Next one. Ooh, that one looks pretty good. Well, the dots look better, but they're not super consistent. Let's see, that one looks pretty good. Let's go back to that one that we thought was our best one. I would say this is our new best one. A couple more to look at. That one's pretty good. I still think the one, yeah, that one's still our best one. Let's look at this one. That one also looks pretty good. Now let's check this last one, which was a completely different waveform file altogether. And I don't think it looks as good as this one that I picked here. Yep, I think that's our best one. Let's just check and make sure the white looks good. Oh, white looks pretty good as well. A little bit wavy, but you know, that's a pretty clean grid. So it's this one. So I need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was my sixth one that I tested. So I want to go back into DTF Station Pilot to pick that particular waveform, and then I'm going to run all of my checks. Now be aware that when you change your waveform, you will have to rerun all of your alignment checks because it does change the way that the ink is firing out. So the waveform adjustments are really the first thing you should do, and then do all of the rest of your print head and color channel alignment checks. I would suggest before you make any major changes with installing a new waveform, I would save your firmware so that you can reinstall it in case you mess something up. Depending on the version you're using, you may have 1 or 2 export files. In the case of this, there's 2 export files, the configuration and the configuration parameters. If you want to try to install a custom waveform or maybe one that's been sent to you by the manufacturer of your ink, go to the same advanced menu, but instead click on the password area, then press Ctrl F12, and that will bring up a factory mode. The password for factory mode is 6 2s. Now clicking on the waveform, you're gonna see some more options. There are already multiple waveform packages saved in this version. However, I've worked on a lot of other printers where I did not see any additional waveform files. So, to install your waveform file, go to the top where it says firmware and select import wave file. Now I have seen before where not a lot changed, though it did load the waveform file into the software. I've also seen situations where it looked like nothing changed and nothing truly changed. So just be aware that not all waveform files will import properly into Hosonsoft, PrintExp, DTF Station Pilot. That should answer your question on how to load and test new waveforms for your DTF printer, because a lot of people suggest it, few people actually understand how to do it. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and click that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more DTF tips, tricks, and tutorials. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.